Well, as the 2010 elections in Iowa begin to sort of shape along the horizon, there are lots of interesting questions about who's going to run, how that race is going to go, and everybody is very pumped up about it. I recently talked to a reporter about State Representative Rod Roberts. He's with the 51st District and is a House Assistant Minority Leader. I thought Roberts had an interesting background, and I'll share with you some excerpts of the interview that I was done here not long ago about Representative Roberts. So let's talk about Legislator Rod Roberts just for a second. How would he do in the 2010 primaries? What are his strengths and weaknesses? Well, clearly his weakness is that to run for governor, you do have to have statewide name recognition, and you have to be able to get voters essentially to commit to you. And I think he's well known among his group of cohorts, but if you ask 100 Iowans who Rod Roberts is, I'm not sure that 5% would recognize the name. So he has a challenge ahead of him, the way others who want to run in 2010 for governor do, to get that name recognition. On the other hand, if he wants to win the Republican primary for governor, he's positioned in a pretty interesting way for 2010. His background is fairly conservative. He is, as I speak right now, development director with Christian churches and Churches of Christ in Iowa. So he has a clear and firm connection to the faith-based community in the state. And to be honest with you, when you look at the 2010 election, it's pretty clear that gay marriage is going to be a big issue. So having gone to and graduated from Iowa Christian College in 1980, and having this position that's directly related to a church and work with the church, I think that he is actually in a pretty good position to make a case, assuming that the whole issue of same-sex marriage is a big issue, and I think it will be. He took a very strong position in 2009 on that issue, and basically he supported HJR 6 to bring to a vote of the entire House a resolution that would provide the people of Iowa with the opportunity, quote, of defining the legal definition of marriage by voting to amend the state's constitution. This was the famous effort to begin the process of getting a constitutional amendment on the ballot. And, of course, the Democrats pretty much were not interested. Quite a few Republicans did not want to go there in 2009 either, because the session was already contentious enough. And so he's made the point, if you go look at his website on his April 9th newsletter, he makes it very clear. He says, if I'd been allowed to vote for that resolution, I would have voted yes. So, yes, Rod Roberts has a chance of making an impact and running, assuming he builds a nice campaign fund, gets the faith-based community behind him, as opposed to, Mr. Vanderplatz or some other Stephen King or others, which is a big if, because at last count there were 12 people in the Republican Party wanting to run for governor in 2010. So that's my assessment.